Hey everybody, sorry for the weird lighting. It always kind of looks a little bit strange in the morning, but I still wanted to film a video doing this paper bowl kit. I have had it for a while. Actually, there'll be like a little link here to the thrifting video where I originally got it at a thrift store. So this is called the Craft Crush Paper Bowls Kit. And it has basically like 3 plastic bowl forms, like little molds, 120 patterned circles, so little paper circles, water-based glue, 1 foam applicator, and instructions. And this kit is from 2016, or at least that's what this says here. So I don't even know if the glue will still work. Hopefully we can make it happen. But yeah, she's basically showing you how this works. Oh my gosh, I have bowls that look like that. I should get them. Okay, so she's working on like a little mat. This is helping me a lot. But this isn't like a new kit or anything. It's not extra popular on the internet. I'm saying that because I had a video recently that did really, really well. It was the reverse coloring book video. It did bring a lot of new people here and some new subscribers, so I just wanted to say welcome. And yeah, let's get started. So let's just open it first and then we will, we'll set up like this picture here. We have a foam brush, the instructions. Hopefully it's kind of pretty self-explanatory. The paper circles. And then the glue is over here. I can't tell if it's still running or not, but it's water-based glue sealant. Then here are the bowl forms. Luckily, this seems like a pretty easy craft. It's just paper, glue, and like slapping it on there, so I think I can do this. But let's just make sure. Let's look at the instructions real quick. Okay, so it seems pretty basic. You have the bowl form. You put the glue on both sides of the paper. And then looks like we just kind of start laying it down. You build it up. And then you put the glue over it and spread it thin. I think we'll start with the smallest bowl form. It is 5-ish inches in diameter. We're gonna put it down like this. Grab some paper. This one looks like a beach ball. I think this is still sealed. I remember in the video I filmed like the thrifting one that it was sealed. If the copyright year is like indicative of how old it is, then it's 10 years old. Oh, still runny. It's very thick. I don't know if it's supposed to be thick, but all right, so we're gonna coat each side. We'll put this down. So one thing they said is if it's not like conforming, let the glue sink in a little bit more. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare, I can already tell. It's not like thin and watery like I kind of thought it would be. I'm kind of trying to like not do similar colors next to similar colors just to kind of keep it from looking too uniform. They're stuck to me. This is so typical of how I work. Just like a complete mess. So me. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. They just need to get smooshed together, you know? Okay, so it's kind of starting to get there. And I guess now we'll do the top. We'll do one more, like for good measure. Let's put one last one at the top. I'm actually going to swap these two because I like that one that I just put down more. We'll put this at the bottom. I can kind of already see it becoming tacky, so I'm just going to start to push down. Let's reset because I feel like things got out of control very quickly. We've got our second form here, about 6 inches in diameter, so just like a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. I was gonna say, it says in between like doing stuff to put the tip of your brush in plastic so it doesn't dry. I washed this just to kind of clean it up, and yeah, the paper towel stuck to it, so it feels better. It doesn't feel sticky and gross. We're gonna start with orange, my favorite color. I don't have a plan for these bowls. One reason I haven't really taken the time to do this is because I'm like, okay, well, once I make the bowls, what am I gonna do with them? I don't have need for paper bowls. but maybe I'll find like something cool or interesting. Or maybe like a mobile. That could be cool. I like how these ones look together. They look nice together. Some of the papers in here are a little bit like, in my opinion, kind of corny, like this. Like I would never be into that. Because these are nice. But then we get to these like kind of cartoony boho. But I feel like I kind of have to use them because I don't know, I just feel like I'm suddenly very low on paper. I wonder if I'm trying to just like find a simple way to just do this without getting my hands all sticky. Now for the next row. Alrighty. Blah, blah, blah. Kind of feel like the one thing this kit is missing is like a smoothing tool like this. Like something you can use to press down without like getting your hands all sticky and just like uncomfortable. And then we'll just do the last one just to kind of get it going. I think this one will work as the last one. So it has to kind of get tacky and then we'll come back and smush it down. While we are waiting, I am going to start on this one since I've already got some that are sticky. The more I do it and the more I watch my paper dwindle, I'm like, am I gonna have enough paper? I finished this bottom row, so let's bring back this one. Oh. And just kind of start to smush it. Let's take this one over to the parchment. Put it right here. I mean, this one is still kind of popping up, but like, what can you do, you know? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have enough papers. Like I feel like I've got like 6 left. I don't really have enough to finish. So I guess I put them too close together, maybe? That's all she wrote. I don't have any more, unless they're hidden somewhere. I'm just gonna readjust and like barely touch them to each other. So I've got all these papers left, so I guess I don't know what to do. I can go back through and cover some gaps, or I can leave it as is. I mean, I've got them, so I might as well use them. We'll just go back over little areas and add these ones. So at this point, I guess we just take this and, oops, level out the glue. So the instructions said to wait until the glue dried clear to do another layer, and it seems pretty clear to me. So I'm gonna do another layer, thinner than I've been doing, I think. Okay, they've been drying for a while, and we're gonna do our last layer before they, you know, dry for 5 days. Like I have that kind of patience. I'm gonna focus on these two as far as the glue goes, and then if there's any left, we'll do that one. So they're still like a little bit, you know, damp, and on the inside you can see they're still white. I'm gonna start down and go up. And then the last one, so it is the next afternoon basically, and everything seems pretty dry. This one's like stuck down, but you can see like all the air bubbles from the glue. But I think for the most part they seem dry, so I'm ready to get started. I know that the instructions said to let the glue dry for 5 days, but I mean, come on, who has that kind of time? I'm ready now. So I'm gonna try and pop these out. And I also had a fan blowing on them all night to kind of like speed things along, you know, oh, okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh, I got this one out. So that's what the inside looks like. And I guess we can just trim the edges. I found that if you just start to like wedge your fingers in there, it gives you like a little bit of, I don't know, progress. Oh, there it goes. We did it. Okay, this one I'm not really worried about. I already kind of said I don't really plan on using it right now. This is like my project idea. But let's see if we can get it out. This one came out. It did split like somewhere over here, right there. That's why I didn't want to make holes, because I figured it would be like that, like just like a really fragile bowl. So I guess the next thing to do would just be to trim up all the glue. So I finished kind of trimming it, but you can see where a lot of the tape is like, not tape, glue is like coming up. So I'm just gonna run this glue stick over everything just to kind of make everything stay down. So it's not perfect. You can see it's kind of like there's some plasticky, gluey parts hanging off, but that's fine. Thankfully, I'm not going to use these as actual bowls because I don't think that they would function well as bowls. So let's clean this one up and then we'll start with our little project. Okay, so I've trimmed this one up. Like the other one, I'm just gonna run this glue along the edges, I guess. And then I'm just gonna smear it in to hold down the glue. I kind of have a vision of doing it as a mobile, like hanging like that. I just need to get to decide on like my string. I have jute string and I think I have white string. I think white will look nicer. Let's unwind the string. Ah. So I've got like a really long piece of string. I would say it's like 5 to 6 feet. And I want like, I don't know, 2 feet of string at the bottom in case I decide to like do something with it. So I'm just gonna knot this section right here 3 times. 1, 2, okay, 3. Should we do 4 just for good measure? Just in case. Okay, quadruple knot. And now we're gonna take the other end of the string way over here on this side. We've reached the end and push it through. So the knot will just go up. Okay, finally, got it. All right, so let's see if my plan worked. Okay, we hit the knot. So there it is. I really wasn't thinking it would be too far above. I was thinking like, I don't know, like that much? All right, so I'm gonna do a quadruple knot here. I think I used too much string, that's for sure. There's like a way to do like a loop at the end. I feel like I've done that before when I tried macrame. I like barely tried it when I was trying to make some pot holders, like for plants. Push it through. There it is. It looks cool. I do wish the bottom one had worked out because it would have been nice to have 3, but basically you take it and you like loop it like that. And then you tie your knot and bring it through like so. That's kind of too big. We're just gonna hang it without an additional string at the bottom because I don't have anything cool to hang from it. But yeah, let's put it up and see how it looks. Okay, there it is, hanging. Looks pretty cool. And then I did that thing where you go out of the room and come back to see how it looks. And I like it. You know, it looks handmade, but it still looks really cute. And you can't really see a lot of the flaws from far away, like all the rugged edges and the glue chipping off. I don't think it's gonna last for eons, but it's definitely cute and adds like even more personality to this room that is full of personality. And if you're worried about the other bowl, just forget about that bowl. But it's nice. When I'm sitting here at my desk, I can look up and it's hanging and it looks so cute. And it was fun to make. So I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, wait. Because about 1 in the morning, I got up because I was kind of disturbed. I had seen in the footage I had thrown out some of the papers and I was like, I should have used those. And I was kind of thinking, what if I use them to finish off the string like I did on this little Etsy book? And so I held them up and it was like, I think I like that. I think it would work. So I took out my glue gun and I glued the 2 pieces of paper together with the string in between. But I wasn't completely sure about it because these were like my 2 least favorite pieces of paper, basically. They're the boho cartoon pictures, but I tied a knot at the other end of the string and held it up to see like, okay, do I like it? Will it look good? And it did. So I put some glue on it and I just kind of shoved it up there to glue it in. I just think it ended up being the perfect finishing touch. Like, it looks complete now and I can go to bed in peace. So thank you again for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.